Well, hello and thanks for joining Off the Stone Knife Sharpening. Today I wanted to show you how to put a quick and effective edge on a knife that maybe you have in the kitchen and you've used it for a few months and it's just not cutting like it used to when you first sharpened it or when you first bought the knife. And one thing I want to show you is that all you need is just one stone for this type of maintenance. You don't need like 2 or 3 stones to be able to get a good edge on your knife. And the stone that I'm going to use today is a 2500 grit or a 6.70 micron shafting glass stone. So what we'll do is I'll make sure I dull this knife, make sure it can't cut paper that well, and then I'll sharpen it and we'll see how it cuts paper after that. So I have my old handy Arkansas stone here. It's a hard Arkansas. I kind of like to use this to dull my knives when I need to. So we'll just do a few different strokes on this and see, we'll test the edge sharpness. All right, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, there it goes. So it's struggling. It's not even wanting to bite into the paper. So this would be basically an example of a knife that's seen some use in the kitchen. And we just want to put a quick edge on it so that we can use it again. All right, so what I'm going to do is wet my stone here. There we go. And the method I'm going to use today is just some single strokes, and it's actually going to be backward strokes or stropping strokes on the stone. Say that 3 times fast. Strapping strokes on the stone, strapping strokes. Okay, I'm done. So yeah, I'm just going to do basically some stropping strokes on the stone, and we'll just keep alternating for a little bit here. Oh yeah, that definitely did some damage. And then we will see what kind of edge we can get. Yeah, this technique would be just good if you were a cook and you had a little bit of a break in between the lunch and dinner rush or right before breakfast, however it was working for you, and you need to maintain your knife and it's just not going to do the trick for the day or in between the rushes, and you just need to put a quick and decent edge on your knife. What I recommend for this type of maintenance is anything between like a 1 and 3,000 grit stone. Anything around there is going to do pretty well if your knife isn't just crazy dull. Now, if your knife is like extremely dull and it's been months and you've used it in the kitchen, you might not get away with such a fine stone or a decently fine stone like this. You might want to get something like a medium or a coarse stone to try and get that apex back. This is just if your knife is dulled and it's not the worst thing ever, it's not the best thing ever, you just do this. All right. Now let's see what kind of edge we have on this knife. And there you have it. Got a little bit of skipping towards the tip, I noticed, but in general, for a quick, nice edge to put on your knife, this is definitely going to do some good work in the kitchen. And what we could do is strop the knife as well, and if there was any bit of burr left on there, we could take it off. So this is just a quick way to put an edge on your knife if you really had to. Like I said, if you're a cook and it's right before a dinner rush, or you just can tell that your knife needs a touch-up. Yeah, I mean, it feels extremely sharp. What I can do actually is see how it cuts a tomato. We'll see how it cuts paper towel as well. Yeah, so as you can see, it is extremely sharp. And I don't know how much time that just took on the stone, what, 2 minutes maybe? I set the knife on this and wash my hands really quick so that I can get the abrasive and metal off my fingers, because when I cut this tomato, I want to eat it. But if I touch it with my contaminated fingers, I'm not going to eat it. So just give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Another thing you're gonna wanna do is, after you're done sharpening, clean your blade. You definitely don't wanna be eating the abrasive material that these stones are made of, or any of the knife steel itself. Now, one thing to be said is you wouldn't even technically need a sharpening stone to do what I just did. If you had a leather strap, you could do the same thing. But as you can see, it's pretty easy to get an edge back if you have about a 1 to 3,000 grit stone. All right, so you can see what's happening. I'm just gonna zoom that camera in. All right, so here's our blade. Let's see how it cuts a tomato. Very, very nice. Nice and smooth. Just a nice clean cut. So there you have it. If you were in between lunch and dinner rush, or you just wanted to sharpen your knife really quick before a rush, in the morning, whatever it is, you would have a very, very sharp knife again. So it's as easy as that, guys. Just wanted to show you a quick way to do that and be able to maintain your knives in the kitchen, because a sharp knife is a safe knife. A dull knife is a dangerous knife, most certainly. Well, guys, I really appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next video.